Hi, this is Tommy Emmanuel and you're watching Kytary.cz YouTube channel. Yeah.
Hello Tommy.
Hey, how you doing?
Nice to
Good
meet
to
you.
see you, yeah, thank you.
This is not your first time in the Czech Republic.
No.
Actually, you've played here many times.
Yeah.
Is there anything you always look forward to when you come to Prague or Czech Republic?
The audience. The audiences are fantastic here. They always have been, right from when I first came. The first time, of course, nobody knew me, so I played as part of a guitar festival in a church, and it was a typical acoustic thing where all the other players were mostly classical. I played my stuff and I used my amp and my guitar plugged in, and it was different, you know, and the people really liked it, and we decided I should come back. So I did. I came back and played in a smaller hall, and I played in clubs, and then I eventually got to this. I played here in this Congress Hall with a string quartet back in 2008, and that was great fun. That was really good. Tonight is way back here in this big hall, and it's you know, it's so big. The PA is way up there in the ceiling and everything. But I can hear it, and I have good monitors. But I'm still using the same setup, you know, the amp and the pocket tools, AER pocket tools. That's what I use. That's how I get my sound.
You always play this old, like relic looking guitar. Can you introduce this guitar and why you play it all the time?
Shall I get it?
Yeah, you can show us. That'd be great.
Well, this one has replaced the really old one. This guitar is from 2008. It's a Maton made in Australia, and this is a spruce top. This is indigenous Australian wood. It's called Queensland maple. It's a mahogany neck, rosewood fingerboard, and I cover the hole, you see. I put this thing in the hole, but as you can see, I don't know whether you can see it in there, but there's a microphone in there. So there's a mic right here. And the pickup system here, and I run the pickup. It's 6 individual piezos that come up from underneath, and then the saddle sits straight on it, right? So, yeah, I run that on 10. It's full, and the microphone I vary it, but it's mostly on 10 as well. And then I just cover the hole and turn it up, and that's how I get the sound. So the microphone's quite an old microphone. It's one from my original old guitar. I like the mic because it's not too sophisticated sounding, you know. A lot of new microphones, they're designed to be super quiet and not pick up any extra noises, just the sound of the strings, and that's what I don't need. I need to hear all this, and so I run it wide open, you know. It's almost a little dirty sounding.
Okay.
I like it.
You don't seem to use any guitar effects. Would you ever consider using any, or do you like any?
I used to use delays and stuff like that, and of course I went to use chorus and all that sort of stuff back in the 80s, 70s and 80s. But I have a very good sound man who's a big part of my sound. I'm just looking for one good sound on stage, right? So we use 2 signals. We use the preamp, which is called a colorizer made by AER. I go into that, and that's one signal into the PA. That's a big, fat, natural sound, right? Then we do a bypass and go into the AER Compact 60 amp, and then we take a line out of the amp and go direct in. So we've got an amp signal and a direct signal, and we just mix the two of them. All the effects that you hear during the show, some delays and a reverb that goes wide and stuff, Steve's doing that all out the front. I'm just playing to that sound. I don't need effects on stage. I just need one good sound, that's all.
What's your relationship to other musical instruments, for example, electric guitars?
Oh, I love electric guitar. I started on electric guitar. And a lot of people have discovered me since I've been playing acoustic. They're not aware that I played electric guitar my whole life, you know. I was a Fender player. I play Fender Telecaster with Bartolini pickups. And any good Fender amp will do, you know, they're a great sounding amp. I like Gretsch guitars and Gibson guitars as well. But my first electric guitar was one of these, was a Maiden. I got in 1960. My father gave it to me, and that was my first guitar. It's in a museum where they're probably going to stuff me and mount me one day. So, getting interested in playing a musical instrument is a great thing because it's going to take up all your time, and you'll be devoted to something that is a pleasure for others to hear, you know. And I've always felt lucky in my life that I discovered that I loved the guitar and I was dedicated to it. I felt always lucky about that because I always had a good goal. You know, I always had goals to work towards, and the harder I worked at it, the better I got. So the better I got, the more encouraged I got, and then, you know, I've met so many wonderful people through playing music, you know, including my wife, learning music and being in music is a great thing. It really is, and if you can spread that around and do that for others, it's a double bonus, you know. And I call it the happiness business. When I play music, people get happy, and that's what you need. We need more of that in the world. There's enough negativity out there, and there's enough young people with nothing to do but to sit in front of a stupid computer, you know. Getting an instrument in your hand and making music is a far greater calling than sitting in front of a computer all day. You know, I have a computer too, but I don't sit in front of it all day. You know, I want to do something constructive and find out how I can serve the world. How can I serve people through my music? What talent do I have that will make your life better? You know, that's how I look at it.
Is there a recipe that you become a successful musician, or
Yeah.
is it all about luck?
Yeah, it's called hard work and dedication. You must be a very determined person too. I am very determined. I let nothing get in my way, you know, of what I need to do. But I play because I love to play. That's the rule. You know, you don't play with your mind on money or your mind on fame or any of that stuff. If that's going to come to you, okay, fine. I hope you're ready for it. But my mind is on the job. My mind is on trying to get good and to make people forget everything, to give people freedom from concern and from caring, take people away from their worries. when I'm playing and people are engaged with what I'm doing, I look at their face and they're smiling and I know they're not thinking of their troubles. And everybody has troubles and stress in their life. But while they're in my show, they're not thinking about it. So that's a good job, you know. So, but people often ask me this question: what can I do to get doing what you're doing? And it really, it takes time, and you've got to have some good songs, good arrangements, and interesting ideas, you know. Because entertainment really is about surprise me, right? So when I play you a song, and say it's a song you've heard many times. Let's use this as an example. Just like me, they long to me, and right. So in that's just a verse of Close to You, but it already had lots of little twists and turns in it that your ear likes and that you're not expecting. So those things are elements in the art of entertainment. So I try to make my arrangements interesting. I try to be unpredictable to the crowd, you know. That's why I bang my head on the mic, or I play the guitar with a brush, or I you know, in the middle of a song I flip the capo off and throw it up in the air and keep playing. Just because no one else does that, you know, it's something else. So I'm always looking for anything I can give the people that will entertain them, that will be different, you know, that's all. Just surprise me, that's what it's about.